Hello everyone and welcome to part 9 of Rags to Riches with Dartford, and coming up in today's episode we have the FA Cup first round home against Exeter, who are currently in League 2, and they are, where are they in League 2? They are 16th in League 2, so yeah, definitely a better side than us. And then after that we have FC Halifax also at home. They are currently 6th in the National League, so we'll see what we can do against them. Now, since last episode, I've played quite a few games, so we would have played Wimbledon and Spennymoor. We then won the next 2 games in a row against Boreham Wood and Barnet, then had a pretty poor run of form where we drew against Bromley, lost against Chesterfield Yeovil, actually managed to win a game against Torquay, but then we lost against Notts County, which is kind of expected because they are top of the league by quite a margin at the moment. Actually, no, they're not. They are second. Chesterfield are top. And then we won 5-1 against Eastbourne Borough in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, which is how we are now in the first round. Lost to Maidstone, beat Oldham, drew to Aldershot, and then that's where we are now. This poor run of form, I was using that sort of low block 4-3-3 tactic. So for these 2 games, I switched it up to quite a much more attacking tactic here, actually. So we got 3 people on attack, running at defence, more expressive, higher lines, and it gave us 2 decent results. So probably won't work against Exeter, but we'll find out. And in other news, we have had a board takeover. So if we go to history and then was it landmarks? There we go. So on the 8th of November, new chairperson Dave Skinner takes over. We've had a fair bit of money pumped into the accounts as well, so we've now got 165k. Bear in mind as well, Dave Skinner was also the person in the news said that if they joined, they would get a new manager. But so far, we haven't been sacked. I have actually applied for some other jobs just to test the waters. We'll see what happens. But another one have actually come out and said that they would be interested in us is Mansfield, who are currently 21st on 21 points. So they're reasonably a decent amount away from the relegation spot. But any League 2 team really would be a bit of a step up for us from Dartford. But we'll have to see how those talks go. But we have our home FA Cup first round game against Exeter. We actually get a few more subs in this than usual. We normally only get 5, but we get to bring 9 of our players onto the bench. But yeah, this is going to be the squad we're taking in to try and beat Exeter. 33 minutes in, and we finally have our first bit of football that we actually get to watch. And it is, unfortunately, Exeter on the ball, getting it through to Taylor. Goa tries to tackle it. So does Sadie. But Oates is able to get it off of Sadie and then send it into the back of the net. And we're 1-0 down. It would be nice to be able to have a game where we actually win on camera. The first 2 episodes of this season, we haven't won a single game. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to win this game, obviously. In terms of XG, we are apparently the better team. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target. They've had 5, 1 on target. But the XG doesn't matter at this point because they are 1-0 up. Going to say that they've been very unlucky. They've done nothing wrong because, to be honest, it's true. And we have an immediate kickoff highlight here. And it is with Exeter. So Stubbs sends it to Key. Chukwuemeka decides not to do anything about it, but Sadie does manage to pick it up. Back onto Jones. Sends it long ball over to literally nobody. Dieng. On to Taylor. This guy here, Oates, is in acres of space here, and he might be able to collect the ball, but Joshua's there to pick it up. But Oates goes for the shot, and you know what? It wasn't far off. That was not far off at all. They're playing a 5-2-2-1, which is interesting. Oates on a 7.5 rating. The only person that's on any decent rating for us is Jones, who's currently on a 7.0. Now, Exeter are back on the ball. Let's see if our high-pressing tactic can do anything here. Not if Taylor's able to just run past our defenders like that. And that's going to be a penalty, isn't it? The amount of penalties we give away as well. It feels like almost every game we give away a penalty. I haven't even got to get stuck in on, so I don't understand it. But that is, yeah, we're 2-0 down. Right, let's give Diego Drinkwater an FA Cup game. The 17-year-old deserves it, I think. We're going to take off Femi as well because he's playing terribly. He's so on and off as well. Like, he'll play one game and get 7.8 rating, 3 goals, and then the next game he'll get a 6.2. Take off Ben Tricker as well for Zico Assar. Long ball over to Femi, who hasn't actually come off the pitch yet because these changes haven't happened yet. Oates in acres of space once again. Baptiste, offside. Right, those changes have now taken place. Baptiste onto Jones, onto Asser. Exeter City have made a substitution as well, taken off one of their guys that was on a 7.1 rating. Could help us, Quamina, because I think I swapped him back to a wing-back because he was on a full-back for a little while. But he's actually better as a wing-back. Here he is, he's going to run up the wing. Gives it to Sadie. Long ball over to Diego Drinkwater. And I thought that was going to be a goal for him, but he was offside anyway. Right, Assar on to Hercules, but Sparks is able to get the ball instead. Jay going to try and run through all of our defenders. Gets it out wide to Boateng. On to Oates, and that's his second goal of the game, is it? Oh, never mind. Offside. We're not 3-0 down. Still only 2-0 down. It's fine. That's full time. We are out of the FA Cup. Wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. They're a much better side than us, so, you know, it's expected. Right, it's time to play FC Halifax at home again, but this time in the National League. This is going to be the team that we are going into it with, and yeah, it would be nice to be able to win a game on camera, like I was saying, so hopefully we do. We'll have to find out. Okay, here we go. Johnson out to Colling, then Senior, on to Moyo. Come on, let's do a bit of pressing. Let's try and actually tackle them would be useful. You'll just stand there T-posing at them pretty much. And that has allowed Khalil to get through. Clark has missed his tackle. And we're 1-0 down, 12 minutes in. What do we have to do to win a game? What do we have to do to win a game? Over to Chukwuemeka. On to Goa. Goes over the top, and that's going to be a corner for us. Traditionally, we haven't been very good at corners at all. But Walker floats it in, tries to get it onto Chambers Prillen by the looks of it, but nowhere near. Walker's got it again, though. On to Tricker. He's going to go for a shot himself, but it just smacks into the wall of Halifax players. In terms of XG, we have apparently been a much better team here. Clark, on to Walker. What can he do with it? Just give it away. Perfect. Halifax now have the ball. Our defence is literally nowhere. Civi is going to run down the wing with this. Goa is just going to do nothing. And Harker's able to head it into the net. And we're 2-0 down. Donley. On to Goa. Back onto Donley and dispossessed once again. Our players just can't keep the ball. Jones, Walker. Let's do something with this. Coulson. Tries to get it on Chukwuemeka. Not able to do so. Keane. Runs it down the wing. Not able to do much with it. Thankfully, Jones is there to pick it up. Back onto Walker, onto Goa. We need higher tempo. That's why I ticked higher tempo, and we're just doing nothing with it at the moment. Long ball again. We're just bouncing it around here. Walker. He's offside. Surely. No? Yeah. Okay. Thought for a minute there he wasn't, but no, he's definitely offside. Chambers Perillan. Whips it in. No one's able to get to it. Tricker does manage to recover it though. Goa. Come on, let's get it in their box. If we can do that, we might actually be able to have a chance on goal here. Civi. This guy is just going to run through. He's probably going to pass it to him. Well, he tried to, but Jones was actually there to get it this time. Coulson on to Goa. Come on. Get it through to Chukwuemeka. There we go. There's the goal. Okay. 2-1. We have 30 minutes to try and equalise. Not going to be easy. But we do have an immediate highlight once again. Hercules tries to whip it into Coulson. That was a interesting attempt. But Harker is on the ball. Moyo back onto Harker, and this is going to be 3-1. I can already see it. Maybe not. He actually went for the shot himself. I thought he was going to try and pass it into the middle. Right, they have a free kick from quite a dangerous location here. But nothing of it. Joshua, long ball. We keep doing these long balls. Passing directness. Standard. Not chuck it all the way over everybody and try and get it onto the target forward. That is not what I've put. And Harker with another goal to make it 3-1. Right, so we actually just scored. I didn't commentate on it because I didn't think anything was going to happen of it, but we'll see it here. So Deanley, he is on the edge of the box, passes it on to Donnelly, passes it into middle to Walker, runs a little bit and then just smacks it. It hits the top of the crossbar there, but then bounces into the goal quite handily. Right, we have 4 minutes to try and get an equaliser. We actually have a highlight here. Walker onto Donnelly. Deanley trying to get it onto Chambers-Prillen, but it is picked up by the Halifax guys. We might be 4-2. No, Clark. Oh, what has happened there? And that's a corner for them. And that's going to be it, surely? No? And Donnelly has been sent off. Oh, no, he hasn't. Just a yellow. What was the point of that highlight? Maybe because of this free kick for Halifax? Bit useless. I don't know. Jones. On to Baptiste. Long ball over to Chambers-Prillen. That was to absolutely nobody. I might take off pass into space because they're terrible at it. Civi. Baptiste. He's going to do another long ball. No, he's not. He's going to pass it to Joshua. Back to Baptiste. Long ball time now. On to Donnelly, and that's it. There we go. 3-2. Well, there you have it. 2 losses in a row at home. Very good. Next time, we'll probably come back sort of January time, maybe. We'll see. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, share, comment, all that fantastic stuff. And I'll see you next time.